let's work on some boats. So, got a new hull here, new to me. Definitely not a new hull, but it's gonna be a project, and I figure I'd take you guys along. Hey, look. It is a Mean Machine. So let's look at this one first. This is my boat, affectionately called Trash Can. And this is a 29-inch Aeromarine Mean Machine. I run it in P Limited Cat. So this is a 4S boat. And all the hardware is random stuff from my spare parts bin. That's why it was called Trash Can. It was a true spare parts bin build. Let's show you this hot mess of a boat. All right, brace yourselves. Okay, let me pull this shit out of here. So I just stopped with my buddy Jeffrey Daft. He owns Herzog Racing Products. He builds RC boat stands and stuff like that, wall mounts. But he also has a full collection of parts to build your boat. Literally everything you need to build a boat, whether it's gas or electric, he has it. So let's look at this boat. I do believe this is a very early hull. It requires a lot of repair, but I think it has good bones. It's a hot mess of, looks like somebody's put on some glass at least a few times, but all that's gonna get cut out. I'm gonna rip all this shit out. I'm gonna rip everything out. Servo mount, stuffing tube's gonna come out. I'm gonna cut everything out. Transom's pretty bad shape too. You can see there used to be gas, well, not for gas, but a gas boat would have, or nitro. This is probably a nitro boat. Had drain holes here. They just put screws in it. Look at this. What a mess. So all this shit's coming off. The one things I may keep on here are these water exits, because they are the large nipple. Honestly, the canopy alone was worth it. This is an original canopy. Pretty hard to find. The flat deck ones are better for looks and for ease of taping. But this one actually, this right here, that's a lot of downforce. This canopy has a lot of downforce. And this is where I need you guys' help. Do I make it a single or a twin? A twin would be, it would just be stupid, but it would be cool. There would be no class that I could race it in, because there's no way it would ever keep up with a twin cheetah in full P. It would just be like a fun boat, but you know what? Fun boats, they don't last for me because I get bored with it, because what do you do with it, you know? What, you drive around by yourself with it? If I make it a single, I can make it a P Limited Cat, same class as this. Why would I do that? I don't know. This boat, honestly, it's as bad as it looks. It's not that much worse than this one was. I'm gonna get to work on this today, and I will try to remember to get video updates and take you along for the ride. But let me know in the comments if I should make it a single or a twin, full P, a P Limited Cat. All right, update. Most of the stuff's been cut out, the tube, the servo. This thing has been repaired probably a dozen times, and when they repair it, they just add more fiberglass or JB weld. It's just layers and layers and layers. There is a lot of material, so I'm going slowly. I don't think this is original yet. I believe this here and here is original. Here. And there's still a long ways to go. But you know what? It's looking promising. Once I get this nice and flat and smooth and do a carbon fiber inlay, it's gonna look sharp. It'll be strong and it'll look good. And then from there, I'll just have to repair this crack, fill these holes. These look like the hatch was pinned. I'm gonna fill those. I'm gonna fill these. I'm gonna grind this back flat. Get all this shit out of here. This is silicone. Cut that off probably. Pull this out and plug that, or fill it. No, I'm gonna fill that with epoxy. I'm gonna epoxy the whole transom. Start over fresh. plug all these holes. There's actually rust in these holes, so I'm going to drill those out to fresh material, fresh wood, and then fill them. So it's getting there. Not bad. Not bad. All right, a little bit change of plans. As you can see, this transom has been reconfigured a few times, more than a few times, I think, at least 3 times. So what I'm gonna do is, well, initially, remember, I was planning on just filling the holes. I'm going to plate the whole back with carbon fiber G10 just to stabilize it, because you can, I mean, with all these holes that have been plugged, I don't know what they were plugged with. I don't think it's epoxy or anything. I think it's like plumber's putty. So anyway, I'm just going to plate the whole back with some carbon fiber. That should be plenty strong. Here's where I'm at on the tunnel. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's ready to inlay. This boat has been painted 3 times. You can read the rings like a tree. So there's a current maroon, there's yellow, gray, original gel coat white. But there was also, like, on some of this here, over here it was like a 1/4 inch thick. Around the stuffing tube was about 1/8 inch thick. Up here it was just like gooped on like bullshit, right? No, that's not good. I think I put a hole. Yeah, so I put a hole. That's weird because I didn't cut through that with the with my tool. Oh no, I must have. I don't know how that happened. So clearly I hit it like this. Well, okay, that's easy. That's not a big deal. That'll be covered by the inlay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape up. Oh, well, no, okay. So I'm gonna tape this up. Then on the inlay here, it's going to fill these holes with epoxy. It'll be just fine because I'm pretty sure I'm going to put the stuffing tube in a different spot. But anyway, there was quite a few layers to get through, and this is the original carbon fiber inlay from Aeromarine. You can barely see the leftovers of their original plate. Not plate, it's a piece of paper that they epoxy in. It says Aeromarine and the serial number. So this is an original inlay hull. You can tell because whenever Aeromarine used to do this, they would stop right about here with the carbon fiber. They only, some of them, you only carbon fiber here. Some of them would also carbon fiber the sponsons. I don't believe this one had carbon fiber in the sponsons. I think it stopped on the tunnel. But anyway, this is down to the original layer, and man, it was a lot of grinding. Like I said, most spots it was over an 1/8 inch thick of multiple layers of glass and epoxy over the years. So I'm going to inlay this tonight. It'll look really good. Then I'll worry about all these other repairs later. I did pressure wash the hull. You can see it pulled up some of the strands here, but that's not a big deal. The cloth will lay over that perfectly fine. So I may shoot some black over it, over the flange here. Once it's done, I do want to keep this burgundy because the spiritual predecessor to that boat is this car. So this is Trash Can 2.0. This is my 93 Accord with a K-swap. Of course, I don't know what year this is. This is an Accord wagon, but this is the original Trash Can, right? That's Trash Can. Built this car as along the same concept. So this is Trash Can 2.0, and then this is Trash Can 3.0. So this is going to be pretty cool. That's pretty neat. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Let's look at the hatch again. Hatch is in pretty good shape. Oh man, I used to hate this hatch, but actually it's growing on me. I think it's pretty sexy. are gonna redo this. This looks like it's actually electrical tape. Yeah, that's definitely electrical tape. So we'll take that off and I'll put a vinyl on there. We're definitely not gonna run Hobby Wing. I'm gonna look up this. Let me know if you guys know what that sticker is from, but I'll probably leave that on there. Just because I like to leave the original stuff on these boats that I resurrect. Just so, you know, you keep that character that it had whenever you originally got it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think I should do with the boat for drivetrain. Alright guys, thanks for watching.